This LOS is describe the choices and issues in index construction and management. Index construction and management. Constructing and managing a security market index is similar to constructing and managing a portfolio of securities. So that's a very key point actually, is that constructing a market index is similar to constructing and managing a portfolio of securities. Index providers must decide the following. So we have a list here of 5 things, and anytime you have a list here, it's important that it gets memorized, okay? So number 1, the most important is which target market should the index represent? Number 2, which securities should be selected from that target market? Number 3, how much weight should be allocated to each security in the index? Number 4, when should the index be rebalanced? And then finally 5, when should the security selection and weighting decision be re-examined? That means, are some securities going to be dropped out of the index? Are new securities going to be brought in? Practice question here. Security market indices are A, constructed and managed like a portfolio of securities, B, simple interchangeable tools for measuring the returns of different asset classes, or C, valued on a regular basis using the actual market prices of the constituent securities. So you can see a fairly easy question based on the first slide that we saw. A is correct. Security market indices are constructed and managed like a portfolio of securities. That was the very first point. And we'll finish this LOS with one last practice question. When creating a security market index, an index provider must first determine the A, target market, B, appropriate weighting method, or C, the number of constituent securities. Again, a fairly easy question because it was asking for the first step, okay? And as we can see from the list, the first step is which target market should the index represent. So when creating a security market index, an index provider must first determine the A target market. I've put the list there again of 1 to 5, but as we know on the CFA exam, they can sometimes ask a question like, which step comes after the index being rebalanced, or which step comes before how much weight should be allocated to each security in the index, and all they're really getting you to do is to memorize lists. A lot of memorization on CFA level 1 for sure. And that's the last slide for this LOS. Thank you.